the last couple of years have been really great, and now you've kind of cycled through those players, and you sort of have a rebuilding year.
Well, I hope we're reloading. I think anytime you win, you get more kids out, you get kids involved in your program. They watch the kids the year ahead of them, and it'll be interesting this year to see if we're reloading or rebuilding. We have a lot of young kids, 11 seniors with this group that when they started freshman football, we didn't even be able to have a team, and those kids have stuck with it, worked extremely hard, and we got a very, very talented junior and sophomore class that have been undefeated junior high through 9th grade.
Yeah, talk about how that learning how to win has translated into the Rogersville program going into a winning program.
Well, I just think, first of all, when you win, you get people at games, and the kids come to the game, they watch the high school team, and they want to be part of that when they get to the age where they can play. And I just think that's part of it. You know, you get a class like we had last year, and even in my first year, 3 years ago, we had a bunch of seniors that were committed and bought into what the coaches wanted to do, and then it just kind of built from there. You know, those kids have all bought into it, and they've worked extremely hard.
You've had a couple of great running backs, Klaus and
Basant,
and maybe the next one is Dylan Cole.
Absolutely. You know, Dylan's an excellent running back. He's a trackster. He's really fast and strong and physical. And, you know, I think the reason we've been successful is because we've all bought into the team part. You know, we've had good backs, and part of that's because we've had good offensive lines, and we've had good fullbacks, and we've been able to be pretty balanced on offense. But Dylan Cole is a special athlete. He's a junior, along with Joe Zimmer at quarterback. Those guys are probably as two of the physicalest guys we've had since I've been here at those positions.
And, you know, to come so close the last couple of years, make it to the quarterfinals, eventually losing to the state champ, how does that motivate the guys to get over that hump?
Well, you know, both those seasons were awesome. You know, you work one game at a time. We've played an excellent football team in Cassville, came up short, and you know, you just work hard in the weight room. You always think there's maybe one or two plays in those games that kept us from going to the semis, and so you just kind of, that's in the back of your mind all the time. But you know, each year is a different year. You know, if you start thinking about playoffs, and you'll lose your home opener, and so you just got to go one game at a time, and you kind of use that stuff in the off season to kind of motivate them in the weight room.
Is there a name or two from the lower classes that you're expecting big things out of?
Well, there's a whole bunch of them, to be honest with you. Aaron Orchard was a young man that played some tight end. We went 2 tight end sets last year. He's going to be at a wide receiver position for us. You know, I hate to just start mentioning names. There's so many, but that junior class, and then even some of the seniors that we've had that haven't played a bunch, we expect big things. So we're just going to have to see. I think after 2 or 3 weeks, I'll have a lot more names for you. But it's going to be interesting to see how these first few Fridays go.
What do you think about the conference?
I think it's going to be a great race again. I think Bolivar's always a team to beat. I think Catholic's going to be much improved. They got a lot of skill, and then the other teams are all, you know, rebuilding too. Coach McGarvey's on a second year. Coach Moore at Reed Springs on a second year. Hollister comes in the league, so that's an unknown, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a good league, and but it all goes through Bolivar until somebody knocks them off.